Alright, everyone, welcome back. Alright, well, that was right in my ear. Welcome back to WWE 2K20 Universe Mode with NXT. We are into episode 34. We got 2 episodes before our 2-part Royal Rumble event. The card's shaping up to be quite an interesting time. We have more Queen of the Ring action later on in the evening, and also some extra matchups, including a 8-man battle royal to determine our Intercontinental Championship, like #1 contender for Pete Dunne's Intercontinental Championship at the Royal Rumble. As always, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff here on the channel, hit the subscribe button, all the social media links, including Twitter, down below. And here we go. This is a big night right here in WWE. Well, every night in WWE is a big night. There's always something going on, but tonight I'm going to shake things up in a big way. Tonight's going to be a night where I take things to the next level. So yeah, get your snacks, get your choice of beverage. Let's just hang out and see what happens. We're going to see who goes on to our semifinals next week in our tournament, and who our new #1 contender is for the Intercontinental Championship, and all kinds of good stuff. From day one, I've been held back, I've been humiliated, and I've been told I wasn't good enough, and it was starting to get to the point where I actually believed it. That's over and done with. It's time to take my opportunity. Aleister Black, the #1 contender for Drew McIntyre's NXT Championship. Those two will compete at Royal Rumble as well. It's a very stacked time. Oh! I don't have time to deal with small-time punks who think they wrote the rules in the WWE. Samoa Joe. Alright, this could get interesting to say the least. Why is Aleister Black calling out Samoa Joe when he's already got a title match coming up at Royal Rumble? Will Samoa Joe even come out? To be fair, Samoa Joe did indeed defeat Aleister Black for that NXT Championship a little while ago. Samoa Joe, of course, losing against Roman Reigns at TakeOver. But Samoa Joe is answering the call here tonight. Alright, this could get interesting. I want to see how all this unfolds. That's where we're at, people. That's where we're at. But Royal Rumble season is starting to kind of get meshed and melded, to say the least, into quite the interesting event. But here we go. Samoa Joe answering Aleister Black. I was thinking Aleister Black was going to call out Drew McIntyre, but this is quite interesting. I'm pleasantly surprised and curious. I'm sure you're surprised to see. I'm surprised to see you too, Joe. Maybe you thought I'd stay back there and just let you say whatever you want. Nope, sorry, not today. If you run me down, then I'm going to respond. Now, are you going to back up your words or not? Let's see what you've got. Of course, Samoa Joe in a losing effort to Roman Reigns at our latest TakeOver event at TakeOver Cleveland after returning. Both of those guys had a huge match. Oh, this should be good. Here we go. Let's just do this and get this over with. Come on. Say the boring crap you've planned to say, then be on your way. I'm sure you've spent all day rehearsing this. Did Aleister Black just break the fourth wall? Alright, pay attention because I'm about to offer you some free lessons on how to be a great superstar. I usually charge a lot of money for this, but considering how bad you are, it's on me. You see, I'm a charitable guy after all. Why have I not gotten a rematch against the NXT champion? Let's add me to the match. Have you finished? Are you sure? You've been talking so long and yet saying so little. You know that. I have a funny feeling that's pretty much what we'd get if we tried to have a match, too. A lot of sound and fury and not a whole lot of impact. You should save face and cut and run while you still can walk. This is interesting. Normally I don't give lesser superstars a chance, but I'm in a good mood tonight. Let's have a match. Let's just add me to the title match at Royal Rumble. Will this happen? Will this happen? Samoa Joe saying he wants to be that he is the greatest superstar alive today. Based on his 20-episode rampage, I would assume so, or at least kind of have that. There's no doubt that a match between us would set records. We'd burn down any arena we set foot in. That's why I think we've got to do this the right way at Royal Rumble. So it looks like Aleister Black, without consulting with the champion, is adding Samoa Joe to the match. This is an interesting development, people. This is quite an interesting development. This match has been made into a triple threat match. And here we go, people. First matchup of the evening is underway. Bayley and Io Shirai in our second round tournament match. That's just his weird wording, but here we are. Bayley making her way out here tonight.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from San Jose, California, Bayley.
And here we go, people. As we just heard, Samoa Joe getting added to the NXT Championship matchup. Everybody wants an opportunity for that championship matchup, but Samoa Joe does want a little bit of redemption, and I think that is fair, just in general. Because you know what? Like, while we don't have automatic rematch clauses, you know what? Samoa Joe got called out by Aleister Black, and he acknowledged that. So, there's that. Either way around, Bayley is out here tonight. We will also have a number one contender put together for the Intercontinental Championship matchup. So get excited for that one. That's going to be a good time, to say the least. It's going to be a good time. And here we go, people. Io Shirai, again, this matchup, whoever wins this will take on Ronda Rousey next week in our semifinal matchups.
And from Tokyo, Japan, Io Shirai.
It's gonna be a great matchup. Just sign me up. I hope everyone's been enjoying this tournament that we've been having. It's been bringing a different flavor in general, just something different to the channel and to the series. After 30 plus episodes, like, you've got to switch things up. That's just where we're at. It keeps things fresh and entertaining, but so far, we have the Women's Rumble, we have the Men's Rumble, we'll have an Intercontinental Championship matchup, which we will find out who will be the next number one contender later tonight in an 8-man Battle Royal, an over-the-top rope edition of it. We will also have Christina Jacobs and Charlotte Flair for the NXT Women's Championship in a submission match. We will also have our Queen of the Ring finals. So again, winner of this match will take on Ronda Rousey next week. We will also have Aleister Black versus Samoa Joe versus Drew McIntyre for the NXT title. Let's get excited for that matchup. And referee is ringing the bell, and here we go. Io Shirai, huge Hurricane Rana. Randy Orton and Kevin Owens over on Raw will be facing off against each other for the WWE Championship. The Raw Women's Championship is to be determined. So, we're not sure where they're going to go just yet. But Io Shirai, huge suplex onto Bayley. Definitely a strong showing right from the get-go. And of course, we're going to decide what all is going to unfold next, to say the least. So we don't know what the state of the Raw Women's Division is going to look like until next episode. Or after next episode. Which sounds kind of crazy, but here we are. Either way around, Bayley, huge counter into an Irish whip. Over the top rope goes Io. Oh! What's Bayley looking for here? And winner of this matchup will face off against Ronda Rousey. We will also have Natalya and Naomi facing off tonight. And then Toni Storm and Sasha Banks. Let's get excited. 3 huge matchups here tonight to determine who will go on to next week's semifinals action. Referees counting down. Get your popcorn ready, people. Just get your popcorn. Get your snacks, choice of beverage. It's going to be an exciting evening full of action. Who wants to go on to the finals at Royal Rumble for Queen of the Ring? And Bayley catching Io. Oh, and right into a huge clothesline. Oh, Bayley catches Io once again. And Io needs to pick up the pace. Bayley needs to ground Io. Definitely a bit of a contrast in styles. Like, I know Bayley gets some diving moves in there, but Io has the speed advantage. Oh, and Bayley, huge kick, huge clothesline from Bayley. Snapmare takedown. Oh, and a huge strike to Bayley. Shirai, I think she's going for it. Oh, and a huge and a very unique German suplex from Shirai. Oh, and a counter from Bayley. Very quick on her feet as well. Having a counter for seemingly everything that is doing. That is... Bayley did her homework, people. Bayley did her homework. Oh, and a huge spinning elbow from Bayley onto Bayley's on the offense here against Shirai, trying to ground her. What's Bayley up to? Oh, and a huge suplex right into the turnbuckles. Into the corner. Ouch. And Bayley going for the cover. And kicks out. Again, winner of this matchup takes on Ronda Rousey next episode. Get your snacks for that one, people. Get your snacks. That's all I gotta say. Just get your snacks. Although, to be fair, I say that in, like, almost every episode. Oh! The Bayley to belly. And kicks out at 2. Bayley catching into the Bayley to belly right here tonight. But back on the offense and into a Hurricane Rana. Hurricane Rana? What am I talking about? Oh my god. Oh, and Io's got the crossface locked in. Could this be it? And Bayley powers out. Huge kick right to Snapmare takedown. Huge elbow to the back of the head right there. And following up with another Hurricane Rana. I see Hurricane Rana really weird sometimes. But Bayley into a huge scoop slam. Oh. And Bayley's back on the offense. Huge drop kick. Shirai wisely running out of the ring right there, trying to create some space. Counters. And is sent right into the corner. Bayley with a huge kick. Bayley has been on the offense for a little while in this matchup, but Shirai hanging in there. Just trying to make her way to the Queen of the Ring finals. Making a huge comeback right there. A little bit of defense. But Bayley, another huge move right there. Wisely rolling out of the ring to create some space. And going up to that rope right there. Huge move. Oh, and a huge suplex right onto Bayley. And Bayley catching Shirai once again. Bayley dragging to the center of the ring. And Bayley going for the cover. And kicks out at 2. Bayley's trying to figure out what to do, how to keep Shirai down on the mat for the 3 count. And Bayley hits another Bayley to belly. And kicks out once again. Shirai kicks out once again. What does Shirai have to do to slow things down here? But Bayley coming back right here. And hits the huge elbow right here tonight. What does Bayley have to do to put Shirai away? But Shirai counters. Catching Bayley into a huge German suplex. Oh, and counters. with a huge counter. Could this be it? Could this be what Io Shirai needs? Oh! But Io gets back onto her feet. Huge backbreaker from Shirai. And Io gets Bayley once again into a crossface, but Bayley powering out. But Io with another huge counter right onto Bayley this time around. Huge hip toss from Shirai onto Bayley. Oh, and she's got her once again into the hold right there. Can Io Shirai slow Bayley down just a little bit? And she does, but she indeed lets go. What does Io Shirai have to do to put away Bayley? Think Io might be looking for it. Oh, and Bayley lifts the knees up! But Io Shirai back on the offense, slowing down Bayley here tonight. And the rope break. Bayley instinctively getting that rope break. Shirai fighting back. Bayley countering. And into the Bayley to belly. And Bayley puts away Io Shirai here tonight. Oh my god, what a matchup, people. What a matchup. Io Shirai on her feet here tonight. Shirai extending the hand, and Io Shirai and Bayley shake hands as Bayley celebrates the huge win here tonight against Io Shirai. What a matchup, people. What a match. Holy crap. People, that was an instant classic. That was a great match, no matter what. And yeah, that's an exciting time to say the least. So here we go. We're going to get Bayley versus Ronda Rousey next week. And the winner of that matchup will go on to the finals at Royal Rumble. So here we go. Bayley and Ronda is all set for next week. Then the winners between Toni Storm and Sasha Banks and Natalya and Naomi will be whoever will be their opponent. Whoever goes on to that semifinals matchup will meet either Ronda Rousey or Bayley. It's crazy to think that this tournament's starting to slow its pace a little bit, like starting to slow down. But we are just getting started here tonight. If we've already got that kind of a matchup as our first matchup, I don't know. I don't even want to know what the rest of the show is going to look like. But let's keep this going. We're going to find out who our other two semifinalists in the Queen of the Ring tournament and who they're going to be. So let's keep this going, people. Let's keep it going. And here we go. Action about to get underway here between Tommaso Ciampa and Tyler Bate. But what is Johnny Gargano doing here at ringside? Oh, this is quite interesting, people. So Tyler Bate and Tommaso Ciampa, they were going to go ahead and, well, thought we were going to have a normal one-on-one matchup. Now, where the heck is Trent Seven at? This is like 2K19 all over again. Remember when that was a thing, when like we all couldn't figure out why Trent Seven wasn't in 2K19, but like Tyler Bate and Pete Dunne were? We were trying to figure that out for a little while, but next week we will see Johnny Gargano and Trent Seven, I think. Hopefully. We're trying to figure out what's going on here. But breaking news, Sheamus and Cesaro have to relinquish their tag team titles due to Sheamus' injury. The Street Profits got injured in that tag team title matchup on Monday's episode. So the Street Profits were not the only ones that had some injuries. Sheamus got an injury as well. So that's a time. That is indeed a time that we're having here on the channel. So, Montez Ford is injured, Sheamus is injured, Aleister Black's not injured anymore. He just had a weird one-time injury. But, will the big strong boy take down Tommaso Ciampa, or will Tommaso Ciampa, well, with Johnny Gargano out to the ring here tonight, we're going to find out. We're seeing how this matchup unfolds, but we will see DIY and Mustache Mountain compete for the tag team titles, the world tag team title. What is going on here? Why is Tommaso Ciampa just throwing over? I need to just drink more coffee when I'm recording these things because I'm much more energized here tonight. Because I'm drinking coffee at nearly 8 o'clock at night, it's fine. But I've been enjoying the crap out of this. At a 3 count, referee's at a 3 count. Johnny Gargano, of course, a member of the Raw roster, but he is here tonight because of his tag team partner, Tommaso Ciampa. I almost said DUI. Isn't it like OVI or something like that? I don't know. I know there's a different abbreviation, I think, but I don't know. But either way around, Tyler Bate, Tommaso Ciampa in the ring here tonight. We're going to see who's going to build some momentum as we head into Royal Rumble season. So once again, DIY Mustache Mountain, they will be... Actually, do-it-yourself Mustache Mountain. I mean, that kind of makes sense for Mustache Mountain's part. Oh my god. This match is falling off the rails with my commentary. It's fine. I have questions. I have to question everything. But Tyler Bate, a former NXT UK champion, and... Well, actually, no, he was the inaugural one. And then, of course, we got Tommaso Ciampa, a former... Oh! What's going on here? Oh! And Johnny Gargano inserting himself into this matchup. Okay, so any other time that happens in any matchup here, the referee calls for the bell, but apparently that's not the case here tonight. Referee, what are you doing? Seriously, we got documented proof? We had a matchup with, like, Cesaro, and I believe it might have even been Mustache Mountain or part of British Strong Style. There is a matchup. There is precedent here. Where's our general manager at when we need him? But here we go, Johnny Gargano inserting himself into the matchup here this evening on Universe Mode. It's really funny, I say this evening when I usually publish these episodes, it's like noon on the East Coast. But to be fair, if you're going by UK time or like, you know, I know it's like, isn't it like GMT? I know that's the abbreviation, but I just don't know what it stands for. And oh my god, now I'm for fact checking in real time because I'm genuinely curious. I know like the UK is 5 hours ahead of us here. 6 if you go over to the central time zone part of Kentucky. So let's see here, GMT. Greenwich Mean Time Zone. Because of Greenwich, London. What? I'm gonna have to do some digging. I'm curious now, but either way around. Oh my god, this is going off the rails. But Tyler Bate on the offense right here. But seriously, though, where is Trent Seven, his tag team partner? I've got real questions that need real answers here. But Tyler Bate holding his own against Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, to be fair, if we're looking at, like, the stats and everything, they both won a major championship on their brands, and also, like, they're also former tag team champions at both ends. But Tommaso Ciampa, huge overhead toss onto Tyler Bate. I'm just ready to get my popcorn for Royal Rumble. Seriously, let me know if you want me to stream our Royal Rumble pay-per-view event. If that's the case, we're gonna have to stream it, like, next week, like on Wednesday or Friday, I think. Probably Tuesday. We'll see. But I think Ciampa may be going for it, and he hits the fairy tale ending. But Tyler Bate Hold up, Pierce foot's underneath the ropes. And Tommaso Ciampa picking up the huge win here tonight. Alright, the production truck apparently fell asleep. Alright, well, we did have production truck issues. This whole show's going off the rails, and we're only 34 parts deep. But here we go, Bobby Lashley out here tonight. Got attacked by Brock Lesnar. Gonna make this quick. Don't want to be out here any longer than I have to. I value my time too much and just spend it out here talking when I'd rather be brawling. I don't like it when someone does me wrong. I don't like the idea that someone got the better of me because I deserve better than that. There's no one out here who's better than me. I will prove it right now, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that everyone in the back is a coward. Open challenge right here and now, so come on, let's go. You see? Everyone in the back is afraid of me, including Brock Lesnar, which is why he attacked me last week. Every time I look in the mirror, I am simply floored by what a marvel of a man I am. There's a reason I have a reputation as a ladies' man, if you know what I'm saying, though. I know that's a lot, that's asking a lot from you people. Is he implying something that we don't know about? I'm really starting to question a lot of things going on here in universe mode, I really am. The best part about all this is that there's nothing you can do to stop me. All you incessant whining and booing people won't change a thing. I'm going to enjoy watching the looks on your faces as I continue my path to greatness. Knowing how much it kills you inside to watch me succeed will only make it sweeter. And there you go. Some strong words from Bobby Lashley as we head towards Royal Rumble season. And here we go, Queen of the Ring. Action continues. We are on to our next matchup here in the tournament. Again, the brackets are updated. All the links in the description down below. The winner of this match will take on either Toni Storm or Sasha Banks next week.
Making her way to the ring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, Natalya.
Here we go, people. Here we go. We got Natalya, Naomi. The winner of that matchup will go on to take on either Toni Storm or Sasha Banks, and that will be our main event later on in the evening. We will also determine our #1 contender for the Intercontinental Championship. So, there we go. We've had an interesting night, to say the least, here on Universe Mode. We've had a time. Next week we will also have Bayley versus Ronda Rousey. So, that's going to be an interesting time, but NXT is about to feel the glow. Can I just say how much I love Naomi's entrance in general? That's all I got.
From Orlando, Florida, Naomi.
And here she comes. Naomi is here, bringing the glow to the NXT universe. I'm genuinely excited to see how this tournament pans out. I've got to know who are going to be our finalists here tonight. We started with 16, and we are going to be down to 4 by the end of the night. Like, I've just enjoyed the crap out of it. I hope y'all have been enjoying it too, because I've been enjoying the crap out of it as much. Maybe some of y'all have as well. I'm excited. You all should be excited. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be quite a great time. But here we are, people. We got ourselves another almost semi-finals matchup, another Elite 8. I'm going to continue. So here we go, people. Here we go. Natalya right off the bat as the bell rings. Naomi taking on Natalya. Winner goes on to next week's semifinals matchup. Got 2 out of the 4 participants on one half the bracket. Again, the winners of those matchups next week will face each other at Royal Rumble. Like, just go give me a bowl of popcorn. I actually got 2 packs of popcorn left, at least at the time recording this, which is like Monday. So yeah, I'm actually getting it together and recording some of this early, so you're welcome. I've been having fun with it. It's a good, de-stressor and just a good time. Natalya, backbreaker onto Naomi. Plus, like, let's be real, I probably should not have had coffee this late in the day. And so if I gotta burn off energy, then this is how we're doing it. Natalya has Naomi on the top rope, but oh, huge counter from Naomi as she jumps back into the ring. We can get a plethora of matches just from the Ronda and Bayley match next week. We could either get Ronda versus Toni Storm, Ronda versus Sasha Banks, Ronda versus Natalya, Ronda versus Naomi, or we could get Bayley versus Toni Storm, Bayley versus Sasha Banks, Bayley versus Natalya, or Bayley and Naomi. So lots of potential interesting matchups to say the least. So we're either going to get, and Naomi goes for the cover, and Natalya kicks out. So we're either going to get Natalya versus Toni Storm, Natalya versus Sasha Banks, or Naomi versus Toni Storm, or Naomi versus Sasha Banks. Definitely some great matchups that we could potentially have. I'm excited. Just send me a whole bag of popcorn. Naomi going right on to Natalya. Huge move right there. Natalya countering. These two know each other quite well. I think that might be an understatement. Huge crucifix from Natalya. The accent is real here tonight. These two trying to get some space from each other. Oh, and Natalya misses. Naomi trying to capitalize here. Oh, and a huge head scissors into an armbar, but Natalya makes it to the ropes. My apologies, y'all. I'm trying to get my coffee cup, and it's not working. But Naomi going for the cover, and a 1 count. Natalya kicks out. Alright, maybe if I stop being lazy. I was trying to get it with my feet, but here we are. Natalya, huge move right here. And she's got something locked in here. I'm not quite sure what she's got locked in, but Naomi counters and gets out of the move. And following that up with a series of kicks right to Natalya. To say Naomi is starting to feel the glow here tonight is an understatement. Natalya getting back up onto her feet. What's Naomi up to here? Referee, get out of the way. What a very unique DDT from Naomi here tonight. Very interesting maneuver. But Natalya going outside the ring. Naomi won't let her get away that easily. I could really see Naomi making it to the finals. I really could, potentially, but we'll see. She's really feeling the glow here tonight, but can she, like, pick up the win? I'm pretty positive I just muttered out a profanity that probably was an accident. I meant to say psh, but I don't think it came out right, but here we are. Again, do not give me coffee after 5 o'clock. Just don't do it. And I need to give myself that advice. Naomi's going for it. This is the same move that started slowing down Ember Moon. Holy crap. And Naomi going for the cover. Natalya still in this matchup. The Queen of Hearts getting back onto her feet. Trying to get some space, but Naomi's not letting her go. This is a very smart strategy from Naomi, just staying on the opponent. Naomi's got something here. Oh, but Natalya lands back onto her feet. Huge running front drop kick to Naomi. I'm gonna jinx something probably, because that's just how I roll at this point. Natalya, huge overhead toss right there. Huge move right there. Natalya's back on the offense. Oh, and a huge discus clothesline from Natalya onto Naomi. Natalya might have the win here. We're going to find out. Can Natalya pick up the win here tonight? And Naomi is still in this She kicks out at 2. Natalya going for a suplex, but Naomi counters. Huge move from Naomi right there. Springboard jawbreaker. What is Naomi going for here? Huge face slam right to the mat. I think she might be going for it, but the ropes! The ropes! Oh! And she's got it locked in. This is the same move that took out Ember Moon. And Naomi is going on to next week's match. Naomi punches her ticket to the semifinals of the Queen of the Ring tournament. What a matchup between these two. What a matchup. This has been a great night of action here tonight. Of course, Naomi, again, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. And that was Naomi's motto here tonight. Staying on top of Natalya, hitting those moves when she needed to at the right moments. And there you have it, people. There you have it. Naomi going on to take on either Toni Storm or Sasha Banks. That's going to be an interesting matchup no matter what happens. It's going to be fresh, going to be interesting. So Naomi is in her final 4. And NXT is feeling the glow here tonight. What a showing from Naomi. We're going to find out who her opponent will be later on tonight. Oh god, the ring just kind of went crazy. The ring bell kind of went a little crazy. But here we are, 8-man over the top battle royal. As you can kind of see who we got here. We've got Cesaro, of course. Sheamus is out with an injury. We got Keith Lee, Buddy Murphy, Rey Mysterio, Velveteen Dream, Matt Riddle, Shelton Benjamin, and Finn Balor all in the ring here tonight. Simple over-the-top battle royal, and the winner will go to Royal Rumble to take on Pete Dunne for that Intercontinental Championship. Oh, and Cesaro going for Keith. Actually, Keith Lee going right for Cesaro, but Cesaro counters, avoiding elimination right there. Gonna be an interesting matchup, to say the least. And of course, in our main event, we will have Toni Storm taking on Sasha Banks. Winner will take on Naomi in our semifinals matchup next week. Holy crap. Next week we'll have 2 big semifinals matchups. But for right now, we gotta get a #1 contender for that Intercontinental Championship. Here tonight, Rey Mysterio, huge powerbomb onto Buddy Murphy. Some of y'all might be wondering, well, where the crap have been like most of these people? Well, this, you know, things are going the way that they're going. Rey Mysterio trying to get Matt Riddle out of the matchup. Of course, Rey Mysterio and Matt Riddle went to, you know, they were in the Survivor Series trenches together. Those two go back to the beginning of this series, really. I was gonna say, I thought we had somebody get eliminated, but I'm just seeing things. Again, don't drink coffee after 5 p.m. unless if you work like 3rd shift or something. The energy is palpable. Oh! Shelton Benjamin is eliminated. Wait, someone else is... Oh, I was going to say, somebody else out, but Shelton Benjamin's the first one to get eliminated. And there's a huge mess going on in that corner. Buddy Murphy and Rey Mysterio are both in the same corner. Little concerning, you know, just looking out for those two. Y'all okay, dudes? Finn Balor's got the right idea, just trying to pull himself up. But he's not in a great position. Keith Lee and Cesaro, they've been kind of at each other's throats here tonight, to say the least. Rey Mysterio going right for Buddy Murphy. Finn Balor just kind of watching on as everybody goes after each other. Very smart strategy. Buddy Murphy avoiding elimination. Cesaro trying to avoid elimination and successfully does. Huge pile driver from Matt Riddle onto Finn Balor. Again, fresh matchups, fresh opportunities. One of these guys can, you know, they need the win. There's no other way around it. Huge move. Just this whole matchup is just one big cluster at this rate. Oh! Oh my god, what a matchup here. It's been kind of crazy to say the least. Finn Balor getting tangled up in the ropes right there. Oh, god! Got a couple big moves here. Who will go on to face Pete Dunne at Royal Rumble? We're going to find out sooner rather than later. Cesaro trying to eliminate Rey Mysterio. What in the world just happened? Keith Lee trying to eliminate Finn Balor, and Rey Mysterio gets dumped out by Buddy Murphy and Cesaro. Keith Lee trying to eliminate Finn Balor, and Keith Lee eliminates Finn Balor. We are down to 5. Matt Riddle, Cesaro, Buddy Murphy, Keith Lee, and Velveteen Dream. Buddy Murphy, huge counter there. Matt Riddle's kind of got a good strategy going on, just staying in that corner. This could be quite interesting. What is Cesaro doing? No! Cesaro is not. He just sent a 300-pound man over the top rope with a powerbomb. Matt Riddle and Cesaro are in this still. What a series of eliminations right there. Matt Riddle eliminating Velveteen Dream. Buddy Murphy just got eliminated as well. We just had a series of quick eliminations right there. It's hard to keep track sometimes, but here we are. Cesaro, Matt Riddle. Here we go. Makes sense because Sheamus is currently out on injury. But Cesaro is going for something here. The strength of Cesaro is unfreaking real, people. Just give me some popcorn for this matchup in general. Oh, and Riddle counters. Are we going to get Cesaro versus Pete Dunne once again, reigniting that feud? Or are we going to get Matt Riddle versus Pete Dunne? Both those matchups sound really great on paper, so, you know, there's that huge knee from Riddle right there onto Cesaro. And Cesaro counters. Oh, what's Cesaro looking for here? He's trying to eliminate Matt Riddle. Could this be it for Matt Riddle? He's got him over that top rope, trying to eliminate Matt Riddle. Will Cesaro eliminate Matt Riddle? And Cesaro eliminates Matt Riddle. Cesaro and Pete Dunne will face off once again at Royal Rumble. But what a showing from Matt Riddle. What a crazy matchup this was. I know it was a quick battle royal. Oh, God. The huge uppercut right there from Cesaro. We gotta take a moment just to unpack what happened in this matchup, to say the least. But ultimately, it was Cesaro that eliminated Matt Riddle here tonight to pick up the huge win.
Here is your winner, Cesaro!
Holy crap, people. What a matchup. What a matchup. Cesaro going to Royal Rumble to take on Pete Dunne. What a showing for Cesaro. The Cesaro section is alive and well. And here comes the NXT Women's Champion, Christina Jacobs. Of course, bit of an altercation last week. A little bit of a, you know, everything going on between her and Charlotte Flair. Those two will meet in a submission match at Royal Rumble. But what? This has been a crazy night so far. We still got Queen of the Ring action to finish up the evening. But what does the NXT Women's Champion have to say here tonight? We're about to find out, people. We are about to find out. You all know who I am, so you know when I come out here that something is going to happen. Well, tonight is no different, and I have something to say that's been eating me alive, and it's time to let it out. I've been training to be the best athlete I can be since the day I arrived. Hard work and dedication always pays off, and I've put in my time. Now it's time for everyone else to notice that I'm a force to be reckoned with. There are only so many ways I can say something before it's time to take action. Every superstar in the WWE needs to be ready because I'm determined to succeed. So anyone who wants to face me, I welcome the challenge. And that's why I accepted Charlotte's challenge at her own game in a submission match. I'm looking for anyone who wants to have a match that will redefine this business. No cheap shots, no quick fixes, just two women battling it out to see who is better. Anyone who wants to make history, here's your chance. That might be with Charlotte at Royal Rumble, that might be later in the road, but it's time to make a difference and change history. Any woman in the back who steps in that ring will find out I'm the real deal. I came out here to compete against the best, and they are the best. I'm ready to take every one of you to the limit, and I expect you to do the same. Let's make some history. Some very strong words from the NXT Women's Champion. Again, she will defend her championship against Charlotte Flair's submission match at Royal Rumble. Here we go, people. Our last Queen of the Ring matchup before next week's semifinals matchups. Again, I'm flipping between pages literally here tonight. Here we go.
Is scheduled for one fall. Making her way to the ring from Gold Coast, Australia, Toni Storm.
Toni Storm facing rival Charlotte Flair here tonight. Winner of this matchup will go on to face off against Naomi next week and lock her place in the final four of the Queen of the Ring tournament. Finals, once again, will take place at Royal Rumble. Will it be Toni time or will it be boss time? We're going to find out here tonight. So get your snacks, get your choice of beverage for tonight's huge main event between these two. Let's get this going. Toni Storm out here tonight already in this ring. Let's get this going.
And from Boston, Massachusetts, Sasha Banks.
Here comes Sasha Banks. These two have been at each other's throats for quite some time, and I think that's kind of an understatement to say the least. But these two rekindled their feud here tonight. We've had a lot of interesting developments here tonight on the channel. It's going to be an interesting time to say the least. It's going to be quite interesting. But here we go. Sasha Banks taking on Toni Storm. Here we go, people. Here we go. Let's get this going. Let's get this main event underway here tonight. Sasha Banks, Toni Storm, Queen of the Ring action. Let's go. This matchup's going to be quite interesting to say the least. Next episode will be on Monday. We will have our go-home show as we go to Royal Rumble here. You know, just that'll be again a two-part event. There's no other way to go around it. It's going to be a two-parter. It's going to be an interesting two-parter. We have all kinds of matchups lined up and ready to go. We will have our card finalized next week. But it is shaping up to be quite an interesting show, to say the least. Here we go, Sasha Banks, Toni Storm, who will go on to the Final Four to take on Naomi next week. Sasha Banks going right for Storm. And Storm is back onto the mat. Slamming her head right down to the mat right here. And Toni Storm countering right here tonight. Will it be Toni time? Will it be boss time? Only time can tell here tonight. My cord just keeps like fluctuating between like green and red. I have like one of those like battery, like rechargeable batteries for my Xbox controller. Huge jawbreaker right there from Storm. And Storm with the pile driver here tonight. Countering Banks right there. Oh, and a huge German suplex from Toni Storm onto Sasha Banks here tonight. Could this be it? And Sasha Banks with a rope break. Smart. Good ring awareness there from the boss, the Blueprint. And Storm sends Banks over the top rope. What a showing here tonight. What a night this has been. There's been a lot of interesting developments. Number one contender, all that kind of good stuff. Queen of the Ring action. Lots of interesting stuff here tonight. Huge move from Storm. She's getting very fired up here tonight, but she cannot let that get to her whatsoever. Sasha Banks has a couple wins over Toni Storm. There's no other way around it, and that is what Sasha Banks is up to right here. She knows Toni Storm and how to beat her, but Toni Storm needs this win here tonight. As does Sasha Banks. I mean, Banks has been, on a bit of a winning streak as of late, but Toni Storm building up that momentum. Some might say this could be a potential upset here if Toni Storm wins, but Toni Storm trying to stay on the offense. Oh, what a huge move right there from Storm onto Banks. Storm going in for another cover, another pinfall attempt, and Banks kicks out at 1. What is it going to take? Oh, and a huge running boot from Banks. I mean, from Storm onto Banks. I was looking at Sasha right as I was saying this. The boss is not looking too good here tonight, which is quite interesting. We're going to see how all this starts to really unfold. Oh, and Banks sends Storm over the top rope. Holy crap. And Banks going for something here. Huge running knee. Shining Wizard to the face right there. Storm fighting out of it. She knows that she's got to get back inside the ring. And Storm going for something here. Another huge driver right there. And Storm going in for another cover. And Banks kicking out once again at 1. Storm's trying to put Banks away. Oh! And Banks has the guillotine locked in on Toni Storm. Will Sasha go and get her to tap out? But Storm with a huge bridge counter right there. Both women are back onto their feet. But Toni Storm with a huge Hurricane Rana. And she is all fired up here tonight. And Toni Storm going in for another cover and another kick out from Banks here tonight. And Storm counters. I'm not quite sure what Storm was countering, but I'm sure it must have been big. Could this be it? Storm 0. And Sasha kicks out. And Sasha kicks out, but Storm going in for another near fall. And Toni Storm still can't believe it. What a matchup that we have seen here tonight. Going in for another drop kick against Storm versus Banks here tonight in our main event here on 2K20 Universe Mode. Huge Hurricane Rana from Storm onto Sasha Banks. Toni Storm using the previous 2 encounters that she's had with Sasha to motivate her, to fuel her. These two know each other quite well, to say the least. Sasha Banks coming back. Huge clotheslines and a drop kick. And Banks going in for the cover. And Storm kicks out. Sasha Banks trying to get back on the offense here. And another counter from Storm onto Sasha Banks. Again, she's realizing that she cannot get in the bank statement, but she's going for it once again, and Storm hits Storm 0. Could this be it? And Toni Storm goes on to the semifinals. Holy crap. What a night this has been. We will have Toni Storm versus Naomi next week. That's going to be quite an interesting matchup, to say the least. But Toni Storm gets a little bit of redemption against Sasha Banks here tonight. What a strong showing for Toni Storm against Sasha Banks.
Toni Storm.
And tonight is Toni time and not boss time. Here we go. There you have it, people. That is tonight's episode of NXT Universe Mode here in WWE 2K20. Toni Storm and Naomi will compete against each other to see who will go on to the finals at Royal Rumble. For the Queen of the Ring tournament, we will also have Ronda Rousey versus Bayley next week. We will finalize the card for Royal Rumble. Again, Royal Rumble will be a two-part event, so get excited for that. We will have part 1 go up on Wednesday, and part 2 will go out on Friday. So on that happy note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Please leave a like, leave a comment. Who do you think is going to be Queen of the Ring? Will it be Ronda Rousey? Will it be Bayley? Will it be Toni Storm? Or will it be Naomi? We're going to find out. So on that note, thank you all so much for tuning in. Again, leave a like, leave a comment, do all that fun stuff. All the links, including Twitch, are down in the description down below. I should be on Twitch for a watch party on Sunday for Backlash. So there you go. We'll have fun. It'll be a good time. Either way around, thank you all so much for tuning in, and I will see you all later. Bye, everyone.